Hi. Well, I'm working on my scrap bin. I've got it, as you can see over here, dry fit. Put it together, and what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to show you how I do the pocket holes. Now, since this is something for my shop, what I've learned is pocket holes are great because I can take this stuff apart, rebuild it, or just reuse the pieces for something else. And as soon as I dado and glue, I'm whining about it. Now, on this one, I had originally figured on putting some dados in for some fixed shelves, but now I think I'm going to go ahead and put adjustable shelves in so that I can use this for storage of scrap. Now, this is one side. It's going to have casters on it. We'll go around the other side here. I don't know if you can really see this, but this end is kind of open but shorter for smaller pieces, and there'll be adjustable shelves. But what I wanted to show you is how I do the pocket holes, and show you my jig that I made. The first thing I do is I mark, and you can probably see down here, an arrow showing where every place I want pocket holes. Now, I'm also showing the top so that I have a good idea where these boards went, and of course you can see I've chalked most of the boards, but I have the pocket holes set up. Same thing on the other side. Now my jig, I made this jig years ago, and the one thing that I did originally, I had their original Kreg, their own jig here, the blue part, and the problem was that you always had to reach around your board to use their lever to open and close this. Well, then they came out with a set that they had, and this particular blue jig was in that set only, and the guys at Woodcraft that owned the local Woodcraft, they were able to order that special for me, and so I've had it for about that particular jig over a year, and I love it. And now the new ones, they work from this side, because see, now my lever is over here and I don't have to reach around anything to use it. Now other parts of the jig are when you're doing like cabinets like this, and a lot of the pocket holes you'll do are cabinets, so they're tall, so it's nice to have something taller to lay it against. And I also kind of made couple little spots there to put some of the things as I'm working on. And every once in a while, I even throw a pile of screws in there. But I take those out later. I don't leave them in there. Actually, this is kind of funny. I did this probably 2 years ago, but my Kreg, I have in one of these Home Depot boxes, and you can see I have all my stuff in there, and let's open this here. I have, of course, there's my old jig in there, and bigger jig for 2x4s and so on, and some bigger screws, and the screws and bits and things like that. I did this years ago, and now they actually come this way. So, too bad I didn't patent that. Of course, I don't think you can, and I don't really care. But anyway, so this is my jig. Now I put this tape on top here, and what that's helpful for is when I take these boards off and I put them on here, I'll kind of figure out, and I have like an iPad program too that works. It helps me kind of even out the holes, although in these cabinets it really doesn't matter where they are, that they're accurately spaced. But this makes it real easy to just mark them. And the thing is when you set the board, like if I put board up against this right here, if I were to mark this board like right here where my thumb is, then when I get it over here to actually drill the holes, the mark is right where my spot is, A, B, and C, so I know right where the bit's going to go. So that really works well. And I just put this up out of the way when I'm not using it. And, you know, it has worked to a point where I don't see any reason to change it. And I actually haven't bought their new one, although I probably would buy the jig part of it if I hadn't got this one where I can do my clamping from the back side and not have to reach around. Anyway, that's pretty much what I got there. Now, what I'll do in a minute, I think I'll set this up on a tripod and I'll go ahead and mark and make a few holes just to show you at work, but it's probably pretty obvious how it works. And I actually love this vacuum part because it sucks out the residue, so you're not having to drill, pull up, and get some of the sawdust out of the way and then push back in. It sucks it out of the way for you. And so don't think that that's kind of a gimmicky thing, that dust collection on the back of it. It actually works. And see if I can get it off of there. Sometimes I forget exactly how. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Anyway, you can see right there are the holes going in where the drill bit drops down. So here, let's we can actually show it. It'll be in the middle hole there, and there it comes down. So it sucks the sawdust out for you. So anyway, that's a good thing. Okay, here we go. I took one of the boards off. I'll put it at the 0 at this end, and I'll look at it here, and it's about 22 inches. But anyway, I think about every 4 inches, I'll put one. That's plenty. And then, see, it's so easy. Now I can line the marks up. Oh, I'm still used to going around the back like that. Okay, so we go like that. Now I got to remember, where's my drill? Here's the drill. Anyway, I'll turn on the, hopefully, well, I guess I won't talk while I do this. Dust collection is on. Hey, you know, I hope, I didn't check it, but I hope from the last time, yeah, we're good, that I had it set right. So there's one, and notice there was no sawdust. And that nice height fence really makes this easy. So, and I've got arrows going that way, arrows going that way, so I'm going to have to turn this around and I'll remeasure over here and come up with the holes going that way, and then I've got some going to the top. And, you know, at the worst, if I can't use these holes again, if I ever take this apart and try to make a different one or do it a different way, I can just cut that part off. And I can reuse the wood a little easier than trying to get it apart when it's glued. So everything else I do, I glue. But I don't use pocket holes. But for everything in the shop, all my cabinets, I use pocket holes. And I'll tell you what, I don't glue them. And yet, my cabinets, they just don't come apart at all. They stay together. Now, that's quite a few holes there, so that's going to hold it pretty good. But I'm amazed at how well this holds your project together. It just doesn't come apart. I mean, you know, if you've seen my bench videos, this whole bench is put together with pocket holes, and it's probably 3 years old, maybe 4 years old now, and doesn't come apart. They have not come loose at all. So anyway, thanks. Bye. Oh.